Is it possible to outgrow long natural nails while wearing extensions? Yes and no, and in this video I will show you and explain why. Coming up. Hey guys, Anastasia here. This is my left hand. I had hard gel extensions here and it's been 5.5 weeks. I already did one infill to them and I also have this video on my channel, and this is how my natural nails underneath look like. So I decided that it is time to switch to overlay. It's been about 5 weeks since my last infill and nails are doing pretty good. There's not that much lifting. This nail is growing downwards and I broke my thumb actually just few days after this infill. I think I just hit the wall. Other than that, the nails are pretty good, and surprisingly even free edge is not lifting as much, but I have a little lifting here on the thumbnail. I decided that I will not do another infill, I will simply take the product off, but since I have my natural nails underneath, I will do an overlay and I will not have to file them super short because I have some length here. So this is a carbide bead cone shape, my favorite shape currently, with a green abrasive mark, and I will be taking off the product. This is hard gel, but it feels pretty soft, and this particular bead, it's new, and oh my god, you guys, it's like working with a new brush or the new product. You know how it feels like. It's so sharp and so easy to take the product off. And keep in mind that beads, even if they were high quality, they are not supposed to serve us for years. And normally for carbide beads, it depends on how often you work, but usually it's about 30 to 40 services and then you need to discard it and take the new one.
Eyes glow like two fires, movement so graceful. Wildcat in the jungle with dangerous claws. Movement she anticipates, a sight is set on her prey. Like stars in the darkest night, crystallize, fascinate. If you wanna stay alive, if you don't wanna be her prey, don't stand in her way. Run, run, run away. Crystallize, 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 watching her prey. Crystallize.
On this nail we have a little lifting on the side, and if you have a nude color like I am now, sometimes you cannot really tell what's the size of this product lifting at the moment. So first you need to file down the product until it's thin and then you can see it better. So now we can see that it's mostly on this side and I'm carefully filing it off. Goodbye. Alright, so the other part is not really lifted, so I will carefully file it down and I do not have to file it all off. We can leave a thin layer in the middle of the nail. It's fine. Just make sure that it is all even, because if we will have some bumps on it, then it will not be as comfortable to apply a new color. Almost forgot, also today I will be trying the new collection of Invoke of the gel polishes, so this is another new product we're about to try. Next step is filing the length, and I'm not going to file it all the way down because remember, we need to keep my natural nails underneath, and the speed is about 20,000 rotations per minute, and you're not supposed to be afraid of that speed because when it comes to length, it is better to work at a high speed because it will not vibrate as much. And then I'm going to file off the product from the top. When I have to do an infill or removal like that, where I have a product and there is not much product lifting, usually it's pretty easy and fast because I do not need to worry that I will hurt myself or my client. I just turn the speed on and remove this product. And here I have a hard gel. Originally this was extensions with fiberglass, but since I did an infill to these nails and also make them shorter, so I think there might be some fiberglass underneath, but probably not as much. Now this positioning is definitely pretty dangerous, so I only do it for myself because I was moving towards the cuticle and it's risky because you can accidentally cut the cuticles. A question I get frequently from some of my clients: is it possible to outgrow your long natural nails while wearing extensions? If the nails were originally healthy and strong and this person was able to grow them long, then yeah, absolutely, I don't see any reasons to not do that. You can simply take off the product and enjoy your long, beautiful nails. But if the nails are naturally thin or brittle and they break easily as they grow longer, then unfortunately it's not gonna change. Yes, you can grow them longer while the gel or acrylic is still there, then you will take off the product and unfortunately they will start breaking again. But don't get too discouraged yet, because there's actually a solution to this problem, which is doing gel or dip overlay, and that's exactly what I am going to do now.
Don't stand, don't say, don't look back, she anticipates. No chance if you become.
Now I'm done with the product removal and I'm going to push back the cuticles with orange wood stick. Time for electric file manicure. So this is a flame bead and there are different types of it, and this one is called safe flame bead or soft, because if you will look at the tip you will notice that it is not really sharp, and this one is recommended for beginners, which is great because you will not poke your or your client's nails, so that's why it's considered safe. But on the other hand, because it is not as narrow and the tip, sometimes you just will not be able to reach these far corners, especially if the sidewalls are deep, just like mine. And another problem is sometimes beginner nail techs tend to press on this bead too much, which may lead to overfiled cuticle area or sidewalls.
Don't say, don't look back, she anticipates. No chance if you become prey. Two stars in the darkest night, her crystallized fascinate. Her movements, she feels your heartbeat, an animal fear. Her beauty is unreal, just be feet out of here. If you wanna stay alive, if you don't wanna be her prey, don't stand in her way. Run, run, run away. Crystallize, 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 watching her prey. Crystallize, 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 fascinate.
I cleaned the cuticle and pushed it back, so now you can see that this white line underneath is still some skin remaining there, which is okay. I mean, it's still acceptable, but if your goal is to apply this color really close to the cuticle, then we need to do a little bit more cleaning. There is another kind of diamond flame bead that looks like this. It's very similar, the only difference is that tip is more pointy, which means I can reach a little bit narrow areas. And it also depends on the nails, like I myself have a very deep grooves, so this one will be more suitable for me. But like I said, I recommend using this kind of flame bead only if you feel very confident about your electric nail file skills. Can you see the difference now, how clean it is? So now we can apply this color really close to those cuticles. Next step will be trimming the cuticle, and I will be using diamond sphere bead with a red abrasive. Abrasive depends on the skin and on the cuticle type. As you can see, I do not have that much cuticle, so that's why it will be enough for me. But for most people, you will need something a bit stronger, for example, blue abrasive mark. Trimming cuticles should never be sensitive or painful. If it is, then you're definitely doing something wrong. Also, if you're trying to trim the cuticle and you're just, working with your bead back and forth, that means that you're doing something wrong, whether it's wrong speed, abrasive, or the wrong bead. You can use the same bead for cleaning the sidewalls, but honestly, this is not the best shape to do that because it is sphere and you can accidentally touch the nail plate, but still, basically, you can clean the sidewalls with any bead, as long as abrasive matches to the skin type. And this is definitely my favorite part of the service, and actually it's favorite for my students as well because they really enjoy doing this, as well as cleaning and buffing the cuticles. Now I'm turning to a relatively high speed, which is 17,000 rotations per minute, and just buff all the remaining skin. Now I'm using 180 grit file and I'm going to shape my nails into short oval nails. I do not have a great experience having natural square nails unless they are extremely short. So for longer nails, if they are natural, I definitely prefer almond or oval shape. And I will be using traditional flame bead to clean the remaining nails. And by the way, if you would like to learn more about electric nail file, cuticle care, and natural nail care, I have an online courses, Manicure 101 for beginners and electric nail file manicure. I will leave the links down below so you can learn more about them and enroll. Another bead is called rounded cylinder, and this is a different way to trim the cuticles. I just wanted to show you guys another option because some nail techs just do not like this sphere bead. And for me, actually this one, I used to use this one a lot, but now I think this one is a bit more complicated. So basically I'm doing the same. My bead is rotating at forward mode at around 15,000 rotations per minute at the moment, and I'm working from right to the left, and that's why my cuticles are trimming so well. And once again, this is red abrasive mark, but only because my skin is rather thin and I do not have that much cuticles. So this is how my poor tortured natural nails look like now. I apply dehydrator and non-acid primer only on the free edge, and then I apply a thin layer of base coat. Today I will be trying Lack It by Invoke, and this is a plastic clip that I use to push back my fat sidewalls, and that's the only way how I can apply it on this ring and middle finger. When doing overlay, I do not just apply color, I apply one coat first and cure it, then I apply another one and add a little drop in the center, so I will create like a structure, similar as we do with extensions. Then cure, and this is what I have now, and let's apply the color. It's been a while since I had an actual colorful nails. This pretty purple-blue color is called Myrtillo. I hope I pronounce it correct. This is the new collection by Invoke Gelateria. And for some reason, most colors that are blue or purple, they look a little bit different in the camera, but I think it still looks really pretty. And also even the first coat is pretty intense, so this was just one coat at the moment. So I used this color, and on some nails I used Menta, which is mint color, and this is definitely one of my favorite colors. So currently I'm applying the second coat, and one of the most frequent questions that I get is, Anastasia, how do you apply the color so close to the cuticle? Well, the thing is, you have to do a very clean manicure. I'm a no wipe, this is a no wipe top coat, and I just remove the tacky layer, and normally you do not need to do that. But if you're just like me and you always catching some fuzz or fur on your nails, then obviously you have to do it unless you want to have some furry nails. So then I apply the top coat, cure it for 30 seconds, and this is what I have now. Mint and purple, they look so great, and really it's like summer colors. Unfortunately, I cannot really show off them now anywhere, and you know guys, because of the situation, so I hope this will all end up soon. Thank you so much for watching, and if you're first time here on my channel, consider subscribing, as I will be posting new videos every week, and I will see you in my next one. Goodbye!